For practical range and practical domain, we've actually already taken a look at that. In the previous problem, we saw that we can't rent something for a negative number of hours. So our practical domain started at 0. It's going to be a similar situation here in problem 19. A local towing company charges $3.25 per mile driven plus a base fee of $30. They tow a maximum of 25 miles. Let C of x represent the total cost of any tow, and x represent miles driven. Use correct informal function notation. Write a function that represents the total cost as a function of miles driven. So x is miles driven, C of x is the cost. So C of x is equal to what? Where are we putting that x? What are we doing with these numbers? So whenever you see the word per next to a number, it is highly likely you are multiplying that number by the input. So it's going to be 3.25x, because each mile it's going to be $3.25. Plus, when you see words like base fee or standard fee or fixed cost, that's going to stand alone. It's going to be $30. Identify the practical domain of this function. So the practical domain, we can't tow a negative number of miles, so you can tow 0 miles. Say you called the tow company up, said I need a tow, suddenly your car actually started, you still have to pay that $30, but you didn't get towed anywhere. They can tow a maximum of 25 miles, and that comes from the problem. Identify the practical range of this function. So again, we're going to put 0 in our function that we created. And we're going to get 30 for the minimum cost. We're going to put our highest number, 25, I'm going to need a calculator. We get $81.25 plus 30. We get $111.25. So our highest cost is $111.25. Explain the meaning of C of 20 equals 95 in words. So we know that C is the cost, so the cost is going to be $95. Our input, or our miles, is 20. So in the sentence, it costs $95 to tow 20 miles. We want to use our function to find C of 15. We're going to write our answer in an ordered pair and explain the meaning. So we're going to plug 15 into our function. Going to plug that into my calculator. 48.75 plus 30 gives us 78.75. As an ordered pair, our input was 15, our output was 78.75. Finally, we need to write a sentence to describe what this means. It costs $78.75 to tow 15 miles. Now we want to figure out when the cost is equal to 30. So here's our original function c of x. We want to set that function equal to 30. So let's go ahead and do that. $3.25 times x plus 30 equals 30. Subtract 30 from both sides. 3.25 x equals 0. Divide both sides by 3.25 and we get x equals 0. So it costs $30 to tow 0 miles. As an ordered pair, this is going to be 0, 30.